Hello everyone. Thank you for joining me for today's spirituality slash dream talk show. My name is Darkmoon Doll, and on this show of Dream Talk, what I do is I share my own personal dreams with you and see if maybe perhaps you guys have experienced the same type of dreams, and I I kind of go through what it is that I do to help understand these dreams. So today I decided to share a dream that I had last week, and it was very, very heavy in content. Um, so I'll just tell you the dream. I dreamt that I'd awakened in my bedroom and I looked out the window and I could see my son, or hear him crying inside of it was weird, like we had grown corn, so there's huge corn stalks out in our backyard. We haven't grown corn in a long time in the waking world, because the drought in California is severe. So in the dream I heard him and I looked outside and it looked like he was inside the corn. It was kind of like not corn field, because our backyard isn't that big, but a decent sized amount of corn growing, and the stalks were really high. So immediately I saw my husband out there kind of just standing outside of the corn stalks, kind of waiting for my son to come out. So I immediately ran out the house into my backyard to see what all the fuss was about and what was wrong. And then all of a sudden my mother shows up out of nowhere. It's like bloop, there she is. In the waking world, I didn't have a close relationship with my mother before she passed, and she passed about 6 or 7 years ago. So anyway, I saw my mom, and this is hard to talk about, as you can tell, but I'm sure a lot of you have had dreams about deceased loved ones, especially if there seems to be some kind of unresolved issues. So she came up to me and just grabbed me and hugged me. And I felt very, very uncomfortable. And as she was hugging me, I was seeing in my mind all these past events from childhood, early teenagehood, when I was still living with her. All of these, a lot of like painful memories came, just flooding back within my view. And it just was intense. And she was just hugging me. And I felt like I wanted to let go, but she just kept hugging me. And when I woke up from the dream, I was certainly very disoriented, very sad. I was crying a lot. I got up, wrote the dream down, and then I went into my living room and just to, kind of meditate and calm down. Because it was very, 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 very intense. I don't know if any of you have this experience right now. If a loved one has passed away, or just you're related by blood, I don't know if you've had this experience where it felt like to me, as later on I all the feelings and anxieties and sadness, once that kind of, I let that flush through me, I was able to look at it a little bit with a rational eye. And what I deduced about this dream, what it means to me, is that she wants forgiveness for all the things that she knows that I felt were unjust, and she's trying to help me to forgive her. This is my take on it. This is my own interpretation of my own personal dream. So, and that's why I say that you can get yourself a dream dictionary. You can find out the basic meanings and symbols that people have in dreams all the time. But when it comes down to it, it's on a personal level because it's your dream. So yeah, it really shook me up, and I'm still processing it too. And but as the days go by and I think about it, or I read what I wrote down about the dream in my dream journal, I start to really understand that this is what I feel. I believe that my mom came to me in my dream because she wanted forgiveness. She wanted me to forgive her, and that's what it was. That's what it was all about. Instead, what it did with her hugging me and sending all these old past memories through, it just reinforced that, that resistance for me to forgive her. So, and I don't need any input about, healing with my mom and all that kind of stuff. I already know what I'm healing on my own and processing it in my own way. So, but yeah, it was a very profound dream. And a lot of times when you have unresolved issues with someone who's living, and then they pass away and it doesn't get resolved for whatever reason, it may not be your fault at all. It may just be that this person you could not reason with. With me personally, I could not reason or talk to my mother, on a equal level. She still saw me as a little child, 5-year-old, and she had some issues when she was alive, physical issues, mental issues. She was diagnosed with schizophrenia. So those are a lot of conflicting situations in my mind. I mean, anyway, it's one of those dreams where it really gets you to really analyze and think about your life, and to figure out, I guess, why there's such a resistance to forgive. I already know why. I don't need to figure out why. I just need to just let go little by little. When you have an accumulation of past events that are traumatic, sometimes it doesn't get solved overnight or within a period of few years. Sometimes it's day by day, being kind to yourself and realizing that, this is your life. If you can't forgive somebody right away, then that's okay. Even if a ghost is coming to you in your dream or a spirit's coming into your dream, because to me it felt like a forced type of thing, like, come on, forgive me already. But I'm not ready for that completely, so move at your own pace. Yeah, move at your own pace. And that's what I got from this dream, is that I understand you want forgiveness, but I have my own issues that I have to go through and I have to deal with before I can completely forgive you. So, yeah, dreams are very spectacular and very profound in that way. For me, they have been, and I'm sure for you if you're watching this video. Yeah, they're just, they're amazing. They're amazing. And next week I really want to dive more into like the dream world and how you can take, I don't know, it's like take control over it, like within the dream, how you can become more lucid and more aware of what's going on in the dream. So, alrighty guys, I'll see you next week. Thank you for coming by to watch this video. I hope it helped you in some way, if you've had this experience before, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. And that's why I share my dreams here, is because I feel like I'm not the only one, and there's people out there that do feel like they are the only one. So that is my reasoning for bringing this forth and helping us all understand our dreams, because I feel the dreams are very, very important. Otherwise, why would we have them? They're not just random. So, alrighty. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for commenting. It's been a hot day here in California, so my brain's kind of overheated. So, but yeah, thank you so much, everyone, and yeah, value your dreams. Peace.